Welcome back. Let's get this chat fixed. There we go. All right. I know I'm a little early, um, but yeah, I had a little bit of time, so I thought I'd jump on and see if anybody is here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippian Life. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. If you are interested in the reselling portion of my channel, I leave links in the description box of all my videos. But this live stream is all about cards. Tarot cards, oracle cards, true love reading cards. So if you have a drink, if you have something to drink, let's get this party started. All right, let me put hello in the chat and my email. There, perfect. I will highlight that. If anybody is interested in a free in-depth card reading, it's generally 10 to 13 cards. Could be more. Yeah, send me an email and I will definitely get back to you with the information. Again, they're free. I am scheduled out to like September because they're free. Now, if you want one sooner, there are many ways to get one sooner. Send me an email and yeah, I'd be happy to do one for you. Oh my gosh, so you guys, I feel like I'm a new again. I've been on vacation for what, 2 weeks? I think so. Close to 2 weeks. How is everybody doing? Wonderful, wonderful, I hope. All right, let's get these cards shuffled. I've been using them this morning for private sessions. That's how you can also get a reading sooner. Here we are bouncing again. Why are we bouncing? I don't know. All right. Oh, gosh, my God. Oh, goodness. Maybe that'll work. There, that's better. So, it's Witchy Wednesday, my friends. Happy Witchy Wednesday. Oops. We'll get these shuffled up real good. And I have brought with me Crow oracles, the Enchanted Map oracles, both Earth decks, Earth Wisdom and Earth Magic. And as I mentioned at the beginning, True Love reading deck as well. Wow, these cards are being a little difficult today. Let's see what we get. So, we have 4 cards. Somebody out there. Oops, pardon me. Throwing things around over here. There. If you're new to the channel, I have a cheat sheet book, a grimoire. And my trusty assistant, if you guys are ready. The first card you have, the first card we have for somebody out there is the Hermit card. This card represents that you need to go within and find your purpose. Find what it is you want, what drives you. But on the flip side, because tarot, we never know, there's always another meaning. It could also mean that don't be that person who feels alone in a room full of people. We also have the Knight of Wands. Wands represents springtime. but it also represents something happening fast, usually in an amount of days. So days. The Knight of Wands, this is a corresponding card, and it represents that all people involved are going to benefit as long as you, my friend, are sincere with heart. So make sure this is what you want. And you have the Strength card, a major arcana. This card can represent a Leo, but it also represents power, courage, being generous, all of this through inner strength. Lydia, hello. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, my dear. I hope you don't talk to your grandma like that. So also, it says to be strong like the trees, but bendable. Stay calm stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. Lydia, my dear, I would love to put you on a list for a free card pull if you would like. And we have the Judgment card as well. There is an awful lot of that these days. This is another major arcana card. It represents something happening. It represents change. And like Judgment, this is going to be quick, clear, fast, and permanent. But it wants you to embrace all opportunities that are coming your way from this change. And the change usually, this change usually happens from a past or a life lesson learned. So, not sure if Lydia is still here. She had popped in, she said her 2 cents, and quite possibly left. No, I'm going to show it. No reason to hide it. She said it. We will show it. Right? So if Lydia is still here, I am going to put her right on the list. You guys, don't let your coffee get cold. So it's going to be a beautiful day here today. Beautiful day. We're on the 80s. The sun is starting to shine already, warming things up. The pool is on, crystal clear, warm. Lydia. I love that name, Lydia. It's a unique name. All right, here we go. One more good shuffle. Oh, no. Let's try that again. There we go. So this is more, so this is for Lydia. See what the cards have for you, my dear. All right, so first we're taking the one. We will take this one because it's standing up. But one flipped up in here, so that's the second one. In here is a card that flipped up right there. That is the first card. One more. There it is. So Lydia, are you from the United States? Pretty sure she's not here. One, two, 3, 4, 5. So Lydia has 5 cards. The first card we have is the 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles represents the winter time, but it also represents gains, like money, so monetary, material, harvest. That's why I call it gains instead of just generally people say pentacles represent money because of the coins, but riches, it's so much more than just coins. So pentacles in Bohippian life is a GAINZ card. Monetary, material, or harvest-wise. All filling the coffers. The Four of Pentacles represents selfishness. Is this a 4? Thank goodness it is. Selfishness, but for a reason. So what that means is we all know that person. We probably even have one close to us in our own life who is selfish, greedy. They won't share anything with anybody. Well, then we also know that person who's selfish, but for a reason. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you because it is for somebody else. That's selfishness for a reason. You also have the 8 of Swords. Swords represents the autumn season. Swords also represents arguing, fighting, discontent, discord, all of it. The 8 of Swords represents that you are restricting yourself. It says to stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. You can cope, my friend. And because of these mental creations, mental obstacles that you're creating, I'm pretty sure I just said that wrong. Because of these obstacles that you are mentally creating, is what I should have said, you may have feelings of frustration or embarrassment, disappointment, but again, a mental creation, obstacles. And this card can also represent the foretelling of bad news on the horizon. So only you will know, only you know that. You also have a major arcana card here, the Hierophant. This is a positive card. And it says to seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge and experience. So this is, it doesn't represent that it's a male or a female. It just says that it is somebody you know personally. They don't lie. They don't lie. They don't embellish the truth. I don't know how to explain it. You know what they're telling you is the truth. You don't have to, you just know this person's not a liar. They are telling you the truth. They've been there, done that, and probably got a t-shirt for it as well. You can talk to them. They are going to give you the best guidance they can from their experience. They truthfully, they reveal the secret, the sacred, because they have been there. They have done it. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to steer you in the wrong direction. And most importantly, this person is not going to talk about you and the things you talk to together to other people. This person has your back even when you're not around. And you personally know this person. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups represents summer, emotions, so, and it's also a yes card. The Queen of Cups says to follow your heart and your intuition. Look within. Be loving and caring. This card, oops, I went too far. Yeah, look within and be loving and caring. Again, it's a positive. It's a yes. And it represents emotions, so you may be on an emotional roller coaster ride. You also have the Page of Swords. The page usually comes with a message, and this page's message is to withdraw, get some air. Choose your words wisely, my friend. They can be sharp, and they can make or break a difficult situation. So I hope that helps, my friend. I hope that helps. Sometimes looking at things from a different perspective helps. Let's shuffle these cards again. You guys, I can't even remember my last live. It was June something. The end of June? It has been a little while. And I'm like 2 hours early, but I wasn't sure what was going on. I may have things I have to do at 10 o'clock, which is usually when I'm doing my live. So I thought if I had a little bit of time, and I would come here and see who's here and who shows up, if anybody. What'd we do on our vacation, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. We did a whole lot of motorcycle riding. My brother, his wife, and one of his daughters, they came up to visit. It was a wonderful time. We went motorcycle riding, a group ride with my brother. It was great. And very, very warm. Very, very warm. So the High Priestess fell out for somebody. The High Priestess is a major arcana. It's positive. It's a yes. And the High Priestess represents change. And this change is something you didn't realize was happening. It wasn't all of a sudden. And it also represents the future is yet unrevealed. So a positive, again, it's positive. Oh my goodness, I need a drink. There's more to this card. Sometimes change is forced upon us, and not by anything we have done. But this change is it's going to be positive. You didn't know it was happening, and it's probably already happening. And again, the future is yet unrevealed, and because of this, you're going to love what you become. Now, on the card, you see we have two pillars. The black and white, everybody knows the representation, the little bit of good and evil, and there's a little bit of evil and good. It's all about balance and justice, balance and judgment. So whatever this new adventure, new you, it's going to be all about balance and justice. But you can do it, my friend. You're going to love who you become. Let's see what the enchanted maps have. We haven't used these in a while. We haven't used any of these in a while. While I was on vacation, I didn't use my cards. Just our card of the day was done. And I didn't, yeah. On vacation, so I tried to stay away from electronics. Except when we went on our motorcycle rides. I couldn't help it. I had to GoPro it. I had to put the GoPro on. So stay tuned. Those videos are scheduled. I've been working on them for a couple of days. But they're scheduled to come out. All right. Let's see what the enchanted maps have. Ooh, just throwing them everywhere, you guys. I have some reviews to do of stuff I found over our vacation. I want to do reviews with you guys. 1, 2. We have 2 cards fell for somebody. We have some DIYs to do, you guys. I'm pretty sure my latest DIY is already a viewable video. What a flop that was! Oh my goodness. I can't go back and see, but I'm pretty sure that was already scheduled to come out. You gotta let me know if you watched it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what a disaster. Anyways, somebody out there, the bone collector fell for you in the upright position. So the enchanted maps are oracles. They are not tarots. And the difference, The difference between the oracle and the tarot, well, for one, there are way more tarot than oracles. And oracles are generally used for helping us overcome a block, something we're stuck on. We can't move forward. Get this shiznit out of the way, man. Happens when you just get out of the shower. Anyways, so the oracles in Tarosophy, 1 through 10 is a circle. This is of the minor arcana. And the circle is something we go, this cycle is something we go through many a times in our life. It's not something we do one time and it's done. No. So in this cycle, we can be stuck somewhere. Maybe we're stuck on a 2 and we're trying to get to that 10. 1 being the beginning of something, 10 being the completion, allowing you to start something new again. The oracles can help us if we are stuck somewhere in that 1 through 10 cycle. Oh my goodness. And sometimes we don't even know it. And then again, there may be something the oracle needs to tell us. So, you have the bone collector in the upright position. The enchanted map. Oracles have 2 meanings. Upright and reversed. Again, upright. The bone collector is a very strong card in this oracle deck. One, because it is the very first card. But the bone collector, oh, pardon me. The bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances. Are you fully present, or are you reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations? My friends, when we're wounded, especially at a young age, it's like something was stolen from us. We adapt and we accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way when we face something that reminds us of the original situation or the original event. What we know about ourselves becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or you may expect to be criticized. No matter what your question, the bone collector reminds you that the truth is you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. This card says you are whole, and you have everything you need within. And you also have the magical map shifter in the reverse position. Now, people are always like, oh no, reverse, bad luck. Just because you get a reversed card does not mean it's a bad luck card. So I don't understand people who are like, well, I only read them in the upright position. I'm kind of confused about that. Reverse, this card brings the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation, or you refuse to see the truth. Maybe you're traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies, where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find form. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it. Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awaken us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain, and don't blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion you have clung to. Know that treasures lie elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. As you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet up with a magical map shifter. Raymond, hello. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Absolutely. Let's get you on the list. I've been kind of sitting here by myself, Raymond, with Lydia yelling at me. So I'm glad to see somebody. What cards can I get for you, Raymond? Tarot, Oracle, True Love reading cards. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. It's been a while. How are you? And your fiance? You absolutely can post a question, my friend. Oh, good for you, Raymond. Good for you. I'm so glad things have been going well for you. Raymond's been paying attention to the dates. All right, my friend. So I pulled two True Love cards have fallen for you. Spiritual maturity and intimacy. But we're also going to pull a couple of tarot cards for your question. Just get these shuffled up real good. Amanda, hello. How are you, my dear? How is Clay? Gabriel. Is that Gabriel using Chris's account? And hello, kiddo. Hello. There we go. It's Gabriel. Everybody say hi to my grandson, Gabriel. He's using my son, Christopher's account. Let's get Amanda on the list. Let's get Gabe on the list. All right. So, 1, 2, 3. Spiritual maturity for Raymond. Sometimes you just can't find it. There it is. Well, I mean, he has to understand people don't want him to get hurt. You know, they want him to heal and get better. And Amanda, thank you for sending me emails on my vacation. Gabriel, I just got a message from your dad. Will you tell him yes? After our live. Absolutely. And thank you, please. Thank you. Okay, spiritual maturity for Raymond. Honoring your own spiritual growth and that of your beloved is vital for a loving relationship. You have drawn this card today because it's important for you to prioritize spiritual maturity in yourself and your partner. This will aid you in connecting with a true soulmate or allow your existing relationship to grow. An understanding of each other's beliefs and feelings can be realized through respectful and mindful conversation. Ask your prospective or existing partner what their beliefs are. Never assume. Create space in your relationship for spiritual maturity to flourish. Have the courage to explore beyond the beliefs and ideals that were handed to you as a child, and be willing to take whatever steps are necessary to mature yourself. When you do this, you will attract the best person for you. If you are in an existing relationship, you can open doors to many new and exciting possibilities for you and your partner to enjoy. It is a nice card. Okay. And you have the intimacy card. True intimacy occurs when you reveal the tender, innocent, and idealistic side of yourself. Be open to its loving influence in your life. You have drawn this card today because your soul longs for you to understand how real intimacy arises and to make yourself available to its loving influences from now on. This is for Raymond, Gabe. And Raymond, for your question, you have a 9 of Pentacles. And it represents plenty in all things. Remember, there may be a price to pay, but there is no thrill in the lack of risk. You have a 4 of Swords. You get this card quite often, Raymond. It's a rest and examination card because a new life awaits. Again, you can literally see the person is lying down, resting, contemplating, examining the new life that awaits. And you have Judgment. Raymond's like, I know, I'm waiting for this new life patiently. Oh, he's good for him for trying to quit smoking. I know it's hard to keep a good man down for 5 days. It is hard to keep somebody down. So how many days has it been, Amanda, that he hasn't been doing anything? And how many days has it been since he quit smoking? And good for you, Clay. Good for you. Judgment. This is change, Raymond. And this change is going to this change is going to happen because of something from your past and a life lesson learned. So judgment. Judgment is quick, it's clear, and it's permanent. But this card wants you to embrace all opportunities that are coming your way. So it doesn't say anything about time frame. The Pentacles represents winter. Of course, you had that with the October. Of course, when does winter start? Anyways, it doesn't really have an exact time frame, except that this change is coming, and you are gonna like what you become. You're gonna, because of a life lesson or a past event, this change is gonna occur. I don't have a date for the Judgment card, Raymond. I don't think so. Let me look. Nope, just quick, clear, and permanent. You absolutely can ask another question. And then Amanda will be next. All right. Let's see what they say. Well, Amanda, hopefully it's only for a little while, and he'll regain his strength. Does he have to go back to the doctor to get an all clear? All right, Raymond, let's see what the cards say about your ex-fiance. You have a King of Swords. Swords is a no, Raymond. And you have the Tower card. This represents change, sudden change, in that it's already happened. This is not a negative card. It's a neutral energy card, because even though things change, we always learn something good. The Tower card represents that even though this change is abrupt and sudden, and probably was very devastating at the time, it represents like the blackboard being wiped clean, and it gives you a chance to start all over again. And you have the Emperor, another major arcana. The Emperor is a positive card. It represents to exercise your authority, maintain your boundaries. It's a positive energy card. It's a yes card. And I have dates March 21st through April 20th. It can represent an Aries as well. I don't know if you're an Aries, Raymond. But are you an Aries, Raymond? August 12th. Holy cow. Nothing until August 12th, Amanda? You're a Gemini. Okay. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious, Amanda. You poor thing. That must have been horrible. Horrible. thing to, I know, just a horrible experience for you. Yeah, I agree. He definitely needs a physician. Um, Raymond, according to the cards and the fact that you had gotten the Judgment card in your first draw, um, I feel like there has been a major split, and I don't foresee the two of you getting together. Now, I can be wrong. I'm not a professional card reader. Uh, yes, I've been reading cards since I've been 20 years old. I'm 54, but I'm not a professional, and you just never know. Cards, energies change with everything we do, every step we make, every, oh, I forgot something. You have to turn around and retrace your steps. Energies change all the time. Um, I don't see that happening, but if that is the case, maybe those March and April dates may help you. But my friend, don't sit idly by waiting for your ex-fiance to try to rekindle your relationship. Um, get out there, experience new things, meet new people. What is truly meant for you, Raymond, will not pass you by. Spirit never gets it wrong. And if you are not meant to be with your ex-fiance, if it really really is in the card over, um, remember that again, spirit never gets it wrong. The amount of time you spend with the people in your life, you're given that amount of time for a reason. Oh, Amanda. Oh, you guys, I'm so thankful, Amanda, that he is okay, or will be okay. And like you said, he hasn't quit smoking, but he's cut down, so that's a huge help, I'm sure. Raymond, get out there and explore new things. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to meet new people. Now that doesn't mean jumping into another relationship immediately, unless of course that's something both of you want. Uh, but in my experience, really take the time. The get to know you stage is super important. All right, Amanda, my dear, are you ready? Will this be for you or Clay? Gabe, are you still here? I'm just making sure nothing flipped. Well, good for him. Good for him. Perfect. Gabe, you are after Amanda. The first one we have is the King of Pentacles, Amanda. So this is for Clay. The King of Pentacles. Pentacles represents the winter time. And this card represents that there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical about them. And you have the Fool card, Clay. This card is not calling you names. People think that immediately, like, oh my gosh, it's calling me a fool. No, that is not what this represents at all. The Fool card represents yourself. And that you are on an unexpected journey right now. It says to follow your path. Don't be held back by people who say you're a dreamer. And remember, miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as fools. You have the Knight of Swords. Does that say Mike? Milky? I apologize. Hello and welcome. The Knight of Swords. This card says to be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind. And you have the King of Wands. Wow, you've had a couple of kings here. The King of Wands. Wands representing something that's going to happen fast. It says take action. Express your reason to be. So, yeah, whatever this is with Clay, this may be a work-related thing. Speak up. But remember this journey you're on of being a healthier person, a healthier version of yourself. And remember, there are opportunities out there. You just have to be practical about them. So yes, he does want to work, but you need to be practical. That's all it says, is take care of yourself. This is the most important thing. Take care of you. And remember, when it comes to you are welcome. You are welcome. When it comes to quitting smoking, sure, if you can quit right now, obviously that is best for your health. But slow and steady wins the race. And if he is really seriously ready, he's going to quit. But nobody can force him to do these things. Only he can do it when he is ready. And slowing down, I don't know how many packs he smoked a day, but slowing down and having 16 left in the pack still when he got home is pretty good. Congratulations, my friend. That is not easy. I quit smoking in 2010, and it was so hard. So hard. So let's put Milky on the list. And I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. Gabriel, it is your turn, buddy. What are you guys doing today? So there's mixed opinions and reviews about that cold turkey stuff. Some people are like, yeah, it's the best thing for you. Some people are like, no, because your body goes into shock, gradually do it. But it's whatever's best for him. Well, I'm sure you would know. I mean, you would know. All right, Gabriel. Let's see what the cards have for you today. You don't know what you're doing. 1. It's the Pentacles, so it means abundance. GAINZ, aha. Well, 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 well. It is. It is hard to do anything cold turkey. All right, Gabriel. The first one you have is the Seven of Pentacles. This card represents that there's been a shift in perspective. Again, it represents gains. So, how old is my grandson? Gabriel is 8. 8. Right? Oh my gosh. So we have 9 grandkids. And it's hard to remember their names, let alone their ages. I'm just joking, isn't it? Gabriel, are you 9? Oh my gosh. I think Gabriel's 8. He's like, Grandma, you suck at this game. Yes. Woohoo. So it means gains, as in money, material things, like things you own, an abundance of everything. That's what these cards see. They represent like coins, money, and there's a whole bunch of it. It just represents an abundance in life, and that there's been a shift in perspective. So this card says that something recently has happened in your life to change your mind about something. Or maybe change how you look at things, something. And you have the Strength card, which of course, this card is so you, Gabriel. All right, and you guys will all understand it in just a moment. This is a major arcana card. The Strength card represents a Leo, who Gabriel is a Leo. He shares a birthday with my daughter. Not his, which is his aunt. This card represents strength, power, courage. It says to be strong like the trees, but bendable. So, compromise. And stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. Gabriel is very good about controlling his emotions and maintaining composure. Sometimes you don't even know if he is upset because he controls his emotion, his composure. He's very good with that. This one, this is so you, kiddo. Strength. And it represents a Leo. Page of Pentacles. Again, it's an abundance card. And the page says, oops, that's the sword. Make sure you get the right one. This card represents young at heart, which you are. It's the voice inside of you urging you on, urging you to follow your destiny. Again, it says, examine the strengths you possess. Speculate to accumulate. So if you're earning any money, save it. Figure out how to turn every possibility into gold, Gabriel. He's like, yes. So that is another thing about Gabriel. Gabriel likes to work. He likes to earn money. And he likes to save it. He's saving his money up. And that's all 3 of these cards. Just told everybody watching and listening all about you, my friend. My friend. My grandson. And I've got a little, let's see here. Hold on, my friends. So that was for Gabriel. And the next one we have is for Milky. Bear with me, please. I'm having difficulties down here. There we go. So I'm recording up here, chatting down here. All right. Please bear with me. Milky is next. The second one is the best. I agree, Gabriel. Susan, hello. Good morning. Let's get you on the list. There we go. I apologize. Susan on the list. Oops, throwing pens at you guys and everything. Oh, Amanda. So what class? What did you decide to take? What course? All right, so this is for Milky. Whoops, I think I flipped one. I did. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. So we have the Empress for Milky. Two. Let me make sure I didn't flip one over. I have on my main computer videos I'm working on from our vacation, riding our motorcycles. And they should be super simple, easy uploads. But it's being difficult. Of course it's being difficult. All right, Milky. So the 3 cards you have, the first one is the Empress. Let's see. Let me go back up here. I missed some chat. Oh, crap. Sorry. Please give me a moment here to catch up. Good for you. Good for you. Amanda, what'd you have an allergic reaction to? That's right, the pickle tots. Oh no, Susan, you're flooding now? Oh my gosh, you guys. Prayers for everybody involved in all of this weather crap. Um, my husband is on break and sending me a couple of little messages here, so please give me some grace. All right. So the Empress is a major arcana. It's a positive card. And it represents home. Okay, so it's an understanding card. And it, when components align, it can represent home, and more creates more. So it's understanding card. It's a reap what you sow card. I hope that makes sense. More creates more. More happiness creates more happiness. Laughter follows laughter. Sadness and anger, all hand in hand. You have a Four of Swords. Oh no, that woodpecker's back. This card represents rest and examination. It came up earlier in somebody's reading. You can literally see the person is laying on a bed. They're not sleeping. Their hands aren't down at their side. No, they're folded, steepled, I should say, in contemplation, examination. Because up here in a corner, a new life awaits. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So the new life awaits. Before we get to the Wheel of Fortune, it's a swords card, and it represents something happening fast, but in an amount of weeks instead of days, like the Wands. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which represents change, a major arcana. Right, the wheel? Yes. Oh my gosh, I keep throwing stuff. If I can find it, the wheel. It represents good old destiny and fulfilling it. It represents surprise change. Again, this is something that's going to happen quite possibly in an amount of weeks. So it says, seize all opportunities that are coming your way. Grow, take risks if need be. Embrace good and bad luck the same. So, my friend, Milky, you have a positive adventure coming your way, quite possibly as soon as a few weeks. Susan, let me catch up on the chat again. Let me catch up on the chat again. Taki's meal? What? I agree with that. Mary, the Aries, hello, welcome. Let's get you on the list. I feel like I've uploaded a reading for you, Mary. At Wendy's or Chick-fil-A? Really? Gabe, that sounds yummy. Susan, it is your turn. Do you know what deck of cards you want? Trying to trying to catch up here. Thank you. All right, let's shuffle these up. One in Maine. I saw the name. I didn't get the whole name, Amanda. Let's see what the tarot has for us. Sister Susan. Is it warm, Susan, or is it a cold rain? Nice. So what are you taking? What are you studying, I should say? Oh, these cards are jumping for you, Susan. I like the warm rain. Oh, I pray you guys are safe. Oh my gosh. Susan, the first card you have is the Devil card. It's a major arcana. Now, don't freak out. This card just represents... okay, it says to stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. Just do it. This card represents something predestined, but not for anything bad. It's not evil. So again, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. You can do it. There will be a lot of science and chemistry. Ooh, more rain. Susan, you have the Two of Swords. This card represents that you are your own worst enemy. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? It's also 1 on the 1 through 10. 1 being the beginning of something, the start of something new. 10 being the completion. This card represents it's time to organize things. Although you're a fairly organized person. Oh, good for you, Amanda. Good for you on the being a veterinarian. We have the Three of Cups. This card is a celebration card. It can be a wedding card as well. And it just represents, just go for it. And you have the Knight of Cups. This is your last one. The Knight of Cups has a quest, and this quest is for you to fulfill your desires. Susan, what you're passionate about. And some people can say sometimes you're a little self-absorbed about it. But that is your quest, for you to fulfill what you want, what you're passionate about. Yeah, it's time to think about yourself, Susan. Mary, the Aries, you are next, my dear. Let me grab my calendar. Oh, yeah, Mary, yours came out Sunday. I don't know if Mary is still here. But we will use the tarot cards unless she chooses something different. If she's not here, she might be watching her her reading. All right. Susan, thank you for being here. All right, absolutely. I have a little running around to do here shortly. That's why I came live early. But I will absolutely I'll call you when I get back. All right, let's try to get these things properly shuffled. One. There. Two. Prayers for everyone. Yes, I agree with that. So we're going to end our live with Mary, the Aries, reading. Because I have, well, we have 3 cards right here. And I have to let my assistant out. So we'll finish with Mary. Come here. There we go. Just in case you guys have missed my assistant. Yes, I know you are the best. I love you too. Mary, the first card you have is the 3 of Cups. This just came out for Susan as well. Amanda, have a great work day. Clay, if he's there, or you talk to him, take care of his, make sure he takes care of himself. So this card represents celebration and a wedding, and to go for it, Mary. you have the Knight of Wands. Wands representing something happening, something coming soon, fast. Yes, so have a wonderful day, Amanda. Thank you. It's a corresponding card. And it says that all will benefit, Mary, as long as you are sincere with heart. And you have the Star card, a major arcana. This is a card we all want in our reading, no matter where it falls. The Star card is a positive card. It's a yes card. And I know, she's a goofball, huh, Gabriel? She just has to be in the center of attention. This card represents hope, light, visions. Prosperity will come from what you do best. You may feel inspired, a stronger connection to healing. You may have an optimistic outlook for the future. Maybe your spirituality, you're more inspired with your spirituality. And again, a renewal for hope, light, visions, all of it. Hope, hello, welcome. So all positive, Mary, all positive. Hope, I came early today because I have stuff I have to do. But how are you, my dear? I was like, we're going to end it with Mary, but I would love to pull a card for you today. And your Hope, your subscribers, oh my goodness, you're now well on your way to 600. You're past the halfway marker on that 500. You're welcome. You're doing great. Good. I'm so glad. So, all right, let's pull a card. One. You have the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, I know, you're doing awesome. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the first card you have, Hope, is the Two of Pentacles. And it represents balance and dedication. So Pentacles represents gains, money, material, harvest, all of it. And again, balance and dedication. Twos are organizing cards. So organize, balance, and dedication. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups represents, the Knight always comes with a quest, and it is for you to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about. And some people may, again, this came up earlier, some people may say you're self-absorbed about it. It's your quest, not theirs. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles says to get grounded, connect with the earthy side of life, learn to be resourceful, practical, share with others. The most important thing is to attend to your financial affairs. Decrease money going out, bring more money in. This card says you are capable of turning your hand to most things, which means if you think of a way that you can make money, 9 times out of 10, you do make money on it. So less going out, more coming in. And you're doing great. So, you guys, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this video so I can go get my running around done. But, as always, I have videos uploaded, scheduled to come out. Check out my playlist. There's tons, thousands of videos in my playlist. Like over 4,000. So again, you guys, thank you for being here. If you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hope you're welcome. Thank you for popping in. I'll be back tomorrow, regular time. Trucks. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And membership levels. Offer 4 membership levels. Each level is a different price and offers the member something different. Subscribing is always free. That will never change. So again, I hope you have the best day ever, and thank you again for being here. I'll see you in the next video.